Vaccine administration. The skin is a very important barrier, and probably our most important barrier to protect us against infectious diseases. In order to get infectious agents that might serve as vaccines or the subcomponent vaccines into the body where cells can respond and induce an immune response, one needs to break through that stratum corneum or superficial layer of the skin. We use needles, and you can go just into the intradermal component as we do with smallpox vaccination and get to cells that will properly process the antigen. Smallpox vaccine is administered with a bifurcated needle with multiple punctures. They first pick up a tiny drop of the vaccine on the two prongs, and then use 3, 5, or 15, depending on who you want to believe, punctures to break through the skin and induce a local infection. Most vaccines are administered by injection with needle and syringe, and here is DTP being administered in the anterior lateral thigh of an infant. This is the site that we use for most infant intramuscular injections. Adults, older children receive vaccines in the deltoid region of the arm. Some live vaccines, like measles, mumps, and rubella, are administered subcutaneously, more superficially, and that works very well for these. Products have been developed to eliminate the need for needles, and there are several different injection devices. The Dermojet on the right, and there's a BioJect that are in use, and we could, in fact, inject up to 6 different antigens through this fancy gun that's under development. In addition, there are at least 3 different companies that are working on methods to administer vaccines using things as simple looking as a Band-Aid, just putting a patch on. And either through transcutaneous absorption or through some breaking of that superficial stratum corneum layer, the antigens are absorbed over a period of 20 minutes to a few hours and can induce effective immune response. I believe that these methods will be proven to be effective, and we will have licensed products within the next few years. If we don't go through the skin, you can administer live agents on mucosal membranes. This is oral polio vaccine, just given by drops. And we have a licensed intranasal vaccine. There are some vaccines that have been tried that are inactivated to administer orally, but they haven't been very successful to date. The future holds the promise of actually incorporating vaccine antigens into food products through genetic technology. Both potatoes and tomatoes have been used successfully, so that just have lunch and get your immunization or annual update of an immunization against a particular infectious agent. This may work out. It really does look encouraging for several different antigens and would entirely remove the process of needles and syringes and all of the potential complications associated with that. Next, we'll move on in just a few minutes to the process for development of vaccines, but we'll pause now for a break.